Good day everyone, my name is Raphael Arowo Shafe. So in this video we are going to look at ICT 0417 May-June 2023 paper 2-1. So we are going to look at the database aspect of this paper. So you can see it now, May-June 2023 0417, that is the subject code, then paper 2-1. So we are going to look at the database aspect of this paper. So let me scroll it to that particular task. Database. So this is the task 3. You are now going to prepare some report. Now examine this file and identify the most appropriate field to set as a primary key. So we are going to examine this file, so that from there you should be able to identify the most appropriate field to set as a primary key. You have been taught the concept of primary key. A primary key is a special field that can uniquely identify a record. So we are going to examine this file. Then after we have identified the field that can serve as a primary key, then I will close it completely. So please, any file that you want to import, after examining it, you have to close it completely, because if you open it, if you did not close it, if you are importing it, you may encounter error. So you need to you need to close it completely. So now okay, let's quickly open the file directly from the work area. So this is the file result. So I'll just double click, then I will try and make all the content visible. I'll just come here and double click, or I will click, hold and drag. So whichever one that you want to make use of, so that everything will be visible. Okay, you can see all the field. Now looking at start code, we cannot use start code as a primary key. Look at this, HC08. Then we also have another one here, HC08. So it means that there's duplication of what? Of data here. So it means that this start code cannot stand as appropriate field as what? To be identified as primary key. So last name, there's tendency for a name to be appearing 2 times. So it means that there's duplication of what? Of data. So this particular one is not also advisable. Then let us look at race number. You can see race number is unique. I think we can use this one. This field can serve as a primary key because it's unique. So now we are going to use race number to be our primary key. So I am done examining this file. So I will just click on close. It will ask you whether you are to save or not. Please don't save. Click on don't save. So now let's go back to the question. So I'm done with this one. Using database software, import. So we want to import this file. So we are using database software. So I will advise you to open your database software directly from your work area, which is Microsoft Access. That is what we are going to use. So I will just right click on any blank space on my work area. I will go to new. Then from then I will say Microsoft Access Database. We also have another one here, but this is the most appropriate one. You can see that this one is showing the right icon for Microsoft Access Database. So please don't make use of this one. Let's make use of this one. So just click on this one. Then you can see that this is now showing directly on my work area. So you have the opportunity to rename it if you like, but the examiner did not ask us to do so. So I will just leave it as it is. Then I will double click on it to open it. So now it has been opened. So I will enable the content. So we have successfully launched into what? Into blank database. Now we want to start importing. So this is the file we are importing. So let's start right away. So please take note of the steps involved in importing file or importing table. So click on external data on your menu, then go to what? New data source. Then from there you move your cursor to from file, then you move it down to test file, then click on test file. Then it takes you directly to this place. Now click on browse, then it will navigate you directly to your desktop. So just click on desktop, then you should be able to see your work area from your desktop, because that is the location where you can find your work area. So I will scroll, then so this is my work area, then I will click. So now this is the file I want to import. So just click on this, then from there click open. Now you can see that the file is showing here, then click OK. So it takes you to this place, then click next. Then from there, please always activating this first row contain field names. Please don't forget, make sure you activate it. If you fail to activate it, it means that your field name like start code, last name, first name will not be showing as it is. So instead of that, it will be showing field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4, field 5. So you will find it so difficult to work to identify which field is this, which field is that. So please always activating it, especially if you want to select your primary key. So please take note of that. Now click next. So getting to this place, before you move forward, let's go and set our data type according to the question. It says use this field name and data type. So this is data type. So see how we are going to set it. So this is what the examiner asks us to do here. So anywhere you see test, please set it as what? As short test. Anywhere you see number, set it as what? As integer, just ordinary integer. It may be showing long integer. You can change it to what? To integer. Then test. So change it to what? Short test. This one, change it to what? Integer. Date and time, leave it as it is. Then test, change it to what? Short test. Then number, change it to what? To integer. So let's do that right away. You click on advanced. Anytime you want to set your data type, please go through advanced. Click advanced. Then you will see this. Please, before you start setting your data type, make sure you set your date order. Set it to DMY. Click on this one, set it to what? DMY. That is day, month, and year. Then you can now start setting your data type. You can see the first three. The first three is showing short test, short test. So it means that we are good to go. So that is what the examiner asks us to do. Now the next one is what? Number, which is raised number. So let's see. Raised number is showing a long integer. So let's select it and change it to ordinary integer. So you can see now. Then the next two is showing short test. So let's see it from the question. So it's correct. Now year of birth is showing number. So that's long integer. So let's change it to what? To integer. Down you can scroll so that you can see the remaining field or the remaining data type. So raise time, date with time. So leave it as it is. That is what? Date and time. So leave it like that. Then the next one is short test, okay, which is fine. Long integer. So you have to change it to what? To integer. This one too, you have to change it to what? To integer. So we have successfully what? Set our data type. So just click on what? Click on OK. So it takes you back to this place. Now click next. Now this is where you are going to choose your primary key. So just click on this. So after you have clicked on choose my own primary key, then the primary key that we identify when we were examining the table happen to be what? Race number. So change it to race number. Race number. So you can see now. You can see now next. So getting to this place, you don't have anything doing here. Click on finish. So it takes you back to this place. Takes you to this place. So please don't do anything here. Just click close. So you can see now that we have successfully imported the file. So just click on it. So this is the table. The table is now showing. Now the next thing we are going to do is the display. So it's display. This is the one we are going to do now. So we are done with this one. So race number is, we are going to set it to what? 0 decimal places. Then this one we are going to set it to what? 0 decimal places. So let's do that. It's very simple. So as you have opened your table like this, just go to what? Go to home, click on home, then view, then from there click on design view. So now race number. So just click the data type under race number. Just click this place. Then you come down to this decimal places. You will see where you can see auto. Just click on that, beside that auto or in front of that auto, you will see this drop down. So click on the drop down, or yes, click on this one. Then you will now set it to what? Set it to 0 decimal place. Then you can now save. So we've done this one. Now the next one is what? Year of birth. So it's still 0 decimal places. So we are going to pass through the same process. So you select this one, you go to auto, then you click on this, then you click 0. So you save. Please always using this word. This is save icon to save your what you have just done. So now the next one is race time. So race time, what we are going to do here is the format. So the format of the race time is HH, MM, SS. That is hour, minute, and second. So please, you are going to type this one directly. So because of time, I will copy, or you will not have opportunity to copy that day of your exam because you will be dealing with what? With soft copying of questions. So you are going to type your own. Please type it directly. So now click on what is it called? Under race time, just click this place. Then you now go to format, click on this place, then and type it. So you are going to type HH column MM column then SS. So by the time I save this MM would change to NN. So you are good to go. There's no problem. So you are good to go. So I will save now. So you can see now it has changed. So never mind. So now the next thing we are going to do is the last two fields. So we are going to set it to what? To 0 decimal places. So now let's quickly do that. So we follow the same process. Good. Then I will save. So the next one, I'll click on this. So now I will save. So we have successfully set the display. So now we have picked or select our primary key. It says save the data. So we've done that. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data type, and primary key used in the table. So that you can be able to hang your 2 marks. So let's do that. So I will advise you to take 2 screenshots. The evidence that is showing that you have set your field to 0 decimal places. Then another one, the one that is showing that you have set the race time to to HH, MM, SS. So I will advise you to do that. So I will take the screenshot of this one. Now this one represents the decimal places. I'll just take one out of the one that we set to 0 decimal places. So I will use my light shot. So you can as well use your snipping tools. So I will just click on this one and I will take the screenshot. Please make sure all your data type is showing, then the field name, then the primary key. Make sure that this logo, that is the key, is showing, because these are the things that examiner will look out for. So from there, just copy, then go to your evidence document, go and paste it under step 15. So then you can now save your evidence document. Now let's go back to, so I will go to date and time now. So I will take the screenshot of this, so that for the examiner to know that I have set the time, the race time, to to HH, MM, then and SS. So I will do that. I will copy, then I will paste it under, then I will save. So now let's continue. So we are done with this one. Now step 16, import this file. We are going to import this file, so as a new table in your database. So let's do that right away. Please, if you want to, okay, now let's save. Right click on this one, save. Assuming you have not saved before, right click on it again, then close. So make sure that this area is blank if you want to import another table. So take note of that. So this is the first table that we have imported, so we want to import the second table now. So I will pass through the same process: external data, then new data source, from file, then test file. So from there I will go to what? I will go to browse, then from there I will go to desktop, then I can go and pick my work area. Then what am I importing? I am importing start time. So this is start time. Then I will click open. So now I will click OK. So now getting to this place, I will just click what? Next. Don't forget, always activating first row contain field name. So I will do that. Then next. Then from here I will go to advanced. I'll go to advanced from here. I'll go to advanced from here. Then, so that I will go and set the data type. I'll go and set data type. So all this one is showing test. So I'm going to set it as what? As short test. I'm going to set it as what? As short test. Then date and time. I will do that. So please don't forget to set it to what? To DMY. Then you can see that everything is what? Is showing short text. So which is fine. Date with time is fine. So I don't have anything doing here. I will just click what? Let me verify it again. So it's fine. I'll click OK. So from then I'll go to what? Next. Click on next. So this is when I'm going to pick my primary key. It says set group code as primary key. So I'll do this one later after I have imported. So I'll put it as what? Later after I've imported. Set group code as a primary key. Group code as primary key. So let's do that. Group code. Yes, you can see it now. Now next. From then I'll click on what? On finish. Click on finish. Then from then I'll click close. Click on close. So I have successfully what? Imported the file. So I will click on it and open it, so that I can now go and do this now. I can now go and do this display. So don't forget the method that we used the other time. So I'm going to type it directly, but I'll copy it now. So you are going to type it directly. So you go to Home, View, Design View. Then I will click on this one. Under format, I'll put it here. Then I will now what? I will now type or paste. So then after I save, this will change to what? Will change to NN. So never mind, you are good to go. So this is it. So let's see whether there's any evidence to take. Let's see if there's any evidence to take. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field name, data type, and primary key used in the table. So we are going to take the evidence and paste it under step 16. So let's do that now. So I'll use my light shot. I'll take the evidence like this. Then I will copy. I will go to my evidence document. I will paste it under step 16. Then I will save. Okay, now let's continue. So I'm done with this one. Let's go to step 17. Import the file cat code as a new table in your database. Set all the data type to test. Now let's do that. Don't forget, right click on this one, save, right click on it, close. So it must be blank. Now click on external data, then new data source, from file, then to test file. Click on that. Now browse. Then you now navigate to your desktop. Then from there, you pick your work area. Then what's the name of the file we are importing? Okay, cat code. So this is it. Select it. You click on open. Then from there you click OK. So you click on next. Then don't forget to activate this. You know, I've told you. Now next. So let's go and set the data type. It says set data type. Set all the data type to test. So we're going to set it to what? To short test. Everything. Advanced. Please first of all set the date order. DMY. Don't forget. Now all the fields, they are all set to short test. So we are good to go. Now click OK. Then from there, next. Is there any primary key? Yes. Set cat code as a primary key. So let's do that. So cat code. Cat code. Let me see it. Cat code. Yes, we are fine. Now next. Then finish. Then close. Close. So now we have successfully imported the third file. So the next thing we are going to do now, is there anything that they asked us to set? So we are not doing anything for here. So we are done with this. Okay. I think there is evidence to take. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field name, data type, and primary key in the table. So let's do that. Let's go and open it. Cat code. Then click on home. Then view, design view. Then use your light shot. Then you take your evidence. What step is that? That's step 17. So that's step 17. Then you paste. Then you save. So let's move on. We are done with this one. Step 18. Create one-to-many relationships as links. So this is where we are going to create relationship. So because we have successfully imported 3 tables, so we want to relate them because those tables, they have something in common. Don't forget, we've selected what? Primary key in the first table. The second table, we have a primary key. The third table, we have another primary key. So now one of the primary key will eventually serve as foreign key, though the examiner will not emphasize on foreign key, but actually one is going to serve as foreign key because don't forget, in the theories class, we identify foreign key as a special field that we can use to link up a particular table to another table. So take note of that. So the first relationship now, the group code field in the start time. Now let's go back to our database. Now you right click on this one, you save. You right click on this, you close. So it must be what? It must be the work area must be what? Must be blank. So now what we are going to do now, so this place must be what? Must be blank. Now we want to create relationship. Now click on database tools, then you will see relationship. Click on this relationship. So now make sure you select all the table by pressing Control key on your keyboard, then use your mouse to select everything, then click on add, then click close here. So then you can now what? You can now click on this place and make sure that all the fields are clearly visible. You can see now everything, they are visible. So now let us follow the instruction of the question while creating the relationship. The group code field in the start time table. So let's go and identify that group code in the start time table. So this is start time table. So this is the group code that we are going to what? We are going to use. This is the field we are going to use to create relationship now. Now where are we linking it to? We are linking it to the start code field in the result table. Start code field in the result table. Let's do that. So this is the result table. So we are linking up to what? To start code. Let me see it again. Start code. So I will click on this, hold and drag. When you are dragging, your cursor will change to this. Then come to result table, that is on start code. Now drop it on it carefully. So this is it. You can see now one-to-many relationship. So you can now click on what? Create. So this is it. So you have the opportunity to what? To take it to wherever you want to take it to. You can see now, click on the what is it called? On the field, on the what is it called? The title, the name of the table. So I click on it, I hold, then I drag, I can take it to anywhere that I want to take it to. Now let's look at the second one. We are done with this one. So the second relationship now, the cat code field in the cat code table. So cat code field, let's see it in the cat code table, then cat code. So where are we linking into? We are linking it to cat code field in the result table. So let's do that. This is cat code. We are dropping it on cat code on the result. So this is it. So drop it. So you can see it now. So click on it. Click create. So we have successfully created that one too. So now what we are going to do now. Is to look at the evidence. It said place in your evidence document screenshot showing one-to-many relationship between the three tables. Between the three tables. So that's what we want to do now. It's very simple. So what we will do is this is the first one that you first created. Just double click on this line. This is the relationship. So just double click, then click on this place, hold, take it beside or place it side by side. Then use your light shot or your snipping tools and take the screenshot like this. Then copy, go to your evidence document, go and paste it under step 18. Then you save. So you go back to your database again. Here you need to click OK. So you will take the evidence of this one again. The evidence of this second one, you will take it again. Just double click on this one the way you did for this one. Double click, then click on this place it beside again, then take the screenshot again. So it means that we have two screenshots there. So copy, you go back to your evidence document, then you paste it again. So it will now follow each other. So you save. So the next thing we are going to do now, okay, now you've been able to earn your 1 mark. So step 19. Step 19. So add the following as a new record in the result table. Add the following as a new record in the result table. Please, okay, let me quickly go and save this one. So then you right click, you save, then you now close. So you close. Now let's go back to the question. Add the following as a new record in the result table. In the result table. So this is the new record. We are going to create a new record. So this is the content of the new record. So please, in another question, they may ask you to create direct data entry form to enter a new record or to create a new record. Yes, to create a new record, to enter a new record. But in this question, you are going to add it directly. So in another video, I will teach you how to do that. So now let's look at this one now. Which table? Okay, result table. So you come here and open result table. Now look at it now. Scroll down to the last record. So we have 440 here. 440. So just click on this last one. Immediately when I click on this one, it will now change to what? 441. 441. So it means that we have 440 record by the time we create the new one. So please, the column head will occupy the first one. So but now the numbers of record that we have now is 339. 339. So now I will click on this one. You can see now it has turned to 441. So it means that the numbers of record that we have now is 440. Don't forget the column head occupying the first one. So that is why it's showing 441. So then I will now come to what? I will come to the question. Please make sure you type it accordingly, 100% accuracy, please. But I'll be copying mine because of time. I'll be copying mine, 100% accuracy, please. Where there's capital letter, type it like that. Where there's small letter, type it like that. Where there is 0, type it like that. Don't replace it with what? With O. So take note of all these little things. One, 2, 0, 3. Power cycles. So this one is C5. Type this one, C5. This one is 1992. Then the next one is, okay, let me copy this one. So let me copy this one, let me paste. So the next one is fin, okay, Fin. So the next one is 122. So the last one is 68. So now I have successfully created the new record. Check your data entry for error. Save the data. data entry for error, so you have to check back again. So there's no error, so the content is perfect. Now I will now save. So I have already saved. So this is what the examiner asked us to do. So after you have done this, you've been able to what? To earn 2 marks. So it means that you've earned 2 marks if you can be able to do this thing correctly. So the next step is step 20. So I think this is where we are going to stop in this video. So in part 2 of this video, we shall continue with step 20. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will be able to get the notification of the subsequent video of practical concepts. Thank you so much.